Alright, what is up YouTube? It's Dizzy, and so today's video is gonna be different because you already know on the 3rd the leagues switch. So we're gonna be talking about this one, the Willpower Cup, and we just gonna be talking about the meta and everything about it. So on the left side of the screen, I'm gonna put it over here, is gonna be the list, I believe from 1 to 75, and what your team should be, and safe swaps, closers, all that. So let's get right into it. All right, what is up, guys? We're back, and as you can see to the left, we have the meta from PvPoke, and there's a bunch of picks, okay? And if you want me to be honest, your best picks are gonna be these ones because they counter everything on the field because of their typings, their moves, and just the way they play. Now, you might remember his from the Psychic Cup, but we have Galarian Rapidash, and you can use Fairy Wind, Play Rough, Mega Horn, okay? Because Mega Horn is super effective against flying types, Play Rough, or super effective against Psychic, super effective against Dark. Play Rough is Fairy, so it's super effective against Dark and Fighting. And Galarian Rapidash, if I'm not mistaken, is Psychic Fairy, so therefore you can use him and put him on your lead. So going into the second pick, you already pretty much got something for like your Psychic and Fighting types, right? But you still want that extra safe swap in case they swap into something that you don't like. And I'm thinking Heracross with the moveset of Counter, Mega Horn, and I believe Close Combat, which will be good because all those moves are super effective against Dark types. Galarian Rapidash, super effective against Dark and Fighting. And now, and Psychic. So Galarian Rapidash will be your key. And then on the 3rd, for your closer, you could run like, let's say like Hisuian Quillfish or Shadow Drapion could also work. Sneasler, an XL Pawniard, XL Sableye. Make sure your XL Sableye knows return though. And keep in mind, these are just what I think will be some of the top picks. Now, another very good one you could also run as your closer is your Great League Buzzwole, okay? You could run your Buzzwole with Counter, Lunge, Superpower, just like all the rest, because those are super effective against everything in there, except for Fighting. And that's why you're running the Galarian Rapidash. So whatever beats Galarian Rapidash, Buzzwole will beat. So if you run Galarian Rapidash and your Buzzwole, that is perfect combo. And then you just need to find your closer, which could be Shadow Drapion, Shadow Skuntank. Some of those Shadow Pokemon that are in here are pretty good. Like, I wouldn't say let's run Umbreon or Zweilous or anything because you're going to see those Pokemon with the Fairy moves. So in order for you to want to be good at this, I suggest you run some of those Pokemon like Buzzwole, Galarian Rapidash, Heracross, Sneasler, Skuntank, Drapion, Sableye. I don't care what anybody says. You put Sableye on your team, and your team just does so good because how good Sableye is. And if you pair that with Galarian Rapidash and Buzzwole or Heracross, you're gonna go stupid. You're gonna do good. But if you don't have the Buzzwole, then make sure you try and use that Heracross. Now, he's not the bulkiest, but you gotta think about it. He's top 75 on the leaderboard, so he's gonna be good either way in this cup. 1, because Counter. 2, because he's Bug. And Bug counters 2 of the typings. So that's going to put you at an advantage already. You already have a Pokemon that does damage to 2 typings, and then you have a Pokemon that does damage to all 3 typings, which is Galarian Rapidash. So it might say Galarian Rapidash is 14th and Mandibuzz is 1st, but if you're running Galarian Rapidash on lead, you're good. And you got to keep in mind though, there is the possibility of Sneasler coming into play. So with Sneasler being poison and fighting, it's double weak to psychic. So if you have a shadow, like a bulky enough shadow Pokemon that knows confusion, like Hypno will work too. Hypno's also a good Pokemon. And if you have the shadow version, make sure you run him, because he can learn Fire Punch and Ice Punch and all the punches, the elemental punches, which make him good. But so those will probably be my top picks for this cup, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what teams you're gonna be running down below in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Also check the description for my socials, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.